Hey everybody, it's Crystal B, and I wanted to check in to talk to you about Saturn's station direct. And this is going to be taking place on October 10th. And this is a biggie. This is a big forward momentum. You know, there's been a lot of stoppage points all around, but Saturn moving forward is really going to be another kind of jumping place, another thing to look forward to in order to kind of free up some, important developments that are going to help push us ahead. Now, let's get a little bit of background because Saturn is currently riding through the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is a sign of the collective. Aquarius is the sign of groups. Aquarius is a sign that thinks outside the box. Aquarius is also reinventive. It likes to invent. It likes to reinvent. And all of these themes are very prominent in 2021 because not only is Saturn moving through Aquarius, but Jupiter, the great expander, is too. And these themes will only get even more expansive as we go into the later stages of the year, because even the month, because Jupiter will also go direct, but he's not going direct until the 17th into the 18th of October. But Saturn moving forward is really significant in the big picture because he's such a big player in us being able to accomplish our goals, because Saturn is very goal oriented. Now, Saturn has been going retrograde since the end of May, and I want you to think about all the initiatives that you started or that were going forward for you or that were happening, and then they started to slow down once you got into that end of May into June period. Now they're starting to find new life again, pick back up. And what is important to ask yourself is, what have you done? What kind of steps have you taken? And Saturn wants you to put in some work. Saturn doesn't like for you to not put in some muscle. So where have you put in some muscle since the end of May until this period of October 10th? And really give yourself credit for what you have, the progress that you've made. It may not be perfect, but really kind of honor what you've done. And even if you haven't been able to refine it in the best way, now what the planets are saying, now what the universe is saying is, all right, enough with the refining, enough with, kind of the fine tuning. Let's go. Let's start. It's time to start gaining some momentum. Now, wherever Aquarius is in your astrology, this is where you're going to really kind of see some momentum heading. I've outlined it in my member horoscopes. It's all there for you to find out where Saturn is operating, because when he stations, he is going to be activating that house in your astrology. And he's going to be activating the themes of Aquarius. Another thing to think about with Saturn's direct motion is that he's going to be further highlighting the struggle that he's been having with Uranus, because there has been this whole Saturn-Uranus square that's been going on in 2021. And this has been creating a lot of, resistance, and also things being stuck, but also a lot of opposition. Saturn wants to follow the rules. Uranus wants to break them. And at this point of the station, the Saturn station, you might be seeing, becoming more aware of what is so resistant around you, and where are you going to fall into? Do you want to break the rules? Do you want to keep with them? Do you want to try to find an answer, find a happy medium? But something needs to give now. And I think that there is going to be a stir around this time. It doesn't need to be stressful though. There's something that wants to release, and I think that there comes a point with opposition that we can respect that we're not going to see each other in the same way, but there's still more to the opposition that has to come, because the final Saturn-Uranus square is not going to be happening until the end of the year. But I think that we're all going to be quite aware of where we stand in our opposition, and where are we going to implant ourselves. Also think about, where are you reinventing yourself? This is another Aquarian theme. Are you feeling like you're reinvented at this point of the year, or do you still need a little bit more to be happening? But don't forget the progress that you've made. Don't, kind of really honor that progress, and remember that it's progress, not perfection. And Aquarius is also the sign that loves you to do you. It doesn't want you to be like everybody else. And maybe as you've been reinventing yourself, you're becoming very different than you once were. And that's okay. Just be you, do you, and kind of move forward in this light, this Aquarian light, with new momentum and new drive to muscle up and do what needs to be done in order to get to the end stages of the year. All right, everybody, good luck with where the Saturn station takes you. More information in my horoscopes, and I hope that you take this forward momentum and do the very best that you can with it. Good luck, everybody. Bye-bye.